Hi everyone, Sarah here, and I'm here to share with you how I create my sticker sheets for my Happy Planner. I'm using a digital collection from the Lilypad called Mixed Media Monthly. This is from June of 2016. Every month there's a group of designers from the Lilypad get together and create a collection using 3 words. For June, those words were organic, growth, and thrive. So there's lots of bright colors and flowers. And I want to share with you the sticker sheet I made using this collection. I used Avery white sticker paper to print it out on. I like this because I do use stickers a lot in my scrapbooking, and I use these kind of as a memory planner sometimes as well. So these are acid and lignin free, so this is why I use that. It's also repositionable, which I really like, and matte, which means I can write on the stickers and not have to worry about the pen skipping or anything like that, which I like a lot as well. So to start off with, I'm just going to kind of pan my sticker sheet that I created. I create little dots. I use these as bullet points. You'll see how that works in a minute. And then I think they're about just under 1/4 inch. I also create strips to go over the headers. Obviously these colors don't match the colors in the kit, so I like to cover over the headers. I also don't use the morning, afternoon, and evening things. And then I also create boxes using journal cards. Some of these are journal cards. I know for sure that was a journal card. I think. I say I know for sure. I also use papers. And then I create stickers from some of the embellishments in the kit. And I love labels. I use labels a lot. And then I've got a little piece of word art from the kit as well. And then I use the alpha to create tasks and menu, which I will put in my sidebar. So I'm just going to start showing how I do this. I usually begin with the strips, and I print them so that they should be, let's see if I can do this, so they should fit right over this. I love this blue color. It's so pretty. This was a watercolor paper. I do create these strips from the papers normally. Sometimes I'll use, if there's like a decorative border, which sometimes there is, they'll have like a scallop border or something like that that I'll use as well. I'm going to do this bright color here as my next piece. These go on pretty easy. Like I said, they're repositionable if I totally mess up. It's not perfect. I don't worry about it too much being perfect. I'm going to use this wood as my last one. Maybe. There we go. That's a little too not perfect though. I was going to show way too much of the red. Wow. Okay. So there's the long strip. And there's the short strip. Maybe stuck a little bit to the paper. I always print off 4 sets because sometimes I'll get here and I'm not sure what I want to use. Also, sometimes there's words down at the bottom that I don't necessarily want to use, or when I use these half boxes, and that's probably what I'll do today. No, actually, I think I'm going to put this down at the bottom. But yeah, sometimes I'll use it as kind of a border for the half box. But I like this too, just to give it a little bit more decoration down there. I really like the script paper that I used. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it works. And then the next thing I do is the bullets. And I don't know, I almost have a formula for how I do this. So, as far as which squares I put it on. It's almost always the same if you look through all of my pages. I do one at the top, one a little bit, so if I need to write more than just one line, there's space, and then I just kind of split the difference. I always have 3 for each day. This allows me to write down my 3 most important things that I want to accomplish each day without overwhelming myself. And I really try to finish those each day. Some days are more successful than others. Some of these are not cut very well. I do use a silhouette portrait to cut out my stickers. I like that it kiss cuts, and I can get... That is not in the right place. See, I said I had a formula and then I messed it up because I'm on camera, because that's what happens. So as you can see, like I said, they're repositionable. I can just take it, pull it up, and re-stick it in the right spot. I'm going to use this yellow here. I like this bright yellow that's in the kit, in the collection. I have done a blog post where I talk about my process for creating planner pages. I did that for the Lilypad, I don't know, probably about a year ago or so, and I will make sure to link that up in the description so y'all can see that as well, in case I forget something as I'm talking here or something's changed. Oops. A little too close to that border. I use solid papers from the collection, if there is such a thing, to create these bullet points. There's almost always, with any kit or collection, a set of solid papers. These are actually papers, like a craft paper that had been painted on, from the looks of it. And so I just used the center of it. I did that. Now I did on, this is a payday Friday, so I always do a bills to pay section, and I thought weren't quite enough of the solid papers to do all of them, so I thought this, I'm going to try to make it a little bit livelier, I guess, on paying the bills. As I do a task for each day, let me move that up a little bit. I will mark it off, and the same thing with the bills. When I pay each bill, I'll mark it off. I always put 6. I don't always have 6 bills that have to get paid on those days, but it allows me to know that I have enough space. Next, I usually do the boxes. I really like a lot of what's here. Here's that script again. This was a paper that had a whole bunch of stuff on it, and I just took a part of it that I really liked. This is kind of weird for me. I normally do my planner pages before Monday morning, but this weekend was crazy, and so I thought I'd at least go ahead and get it done before the week's all the way gone from me. So yeah, the next thing I do is I just kind of put boxes down where I think they look nice, just in composition and color and all of that. I really like this little saying from the sticker. It says, "Your largest fear carries your greatest growth." I can't get that one straight for some reason. Bear with me. It won't be perfect. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit there and fiddle with it too much. Wow. Try that again. There we go. Little half box up here. Try to make sure I print at least 7 boxes and half boxes together. Let me put this down here. I really like this, how this color is going to go down here. I didn't want to cover up too much of Tuesday because I know tomorrow's going to be kind of a crazy day. So I want to make sure I leave plenty of space to show all of that. This is where I'll start using the labels. I know we have 3 appointments. So I'm going to put one up here. Actually, I'm going to put 2 up here because they start. That way I can just kind of go down. And actually, I lied. We have 4 things. So I'll just space those out, and that'll give me a space to write each thing. And then I'm going to do a little bit of decorating. I don't really have a whole lot more going on this week, but tomorrow is going to be fun. I'll put this down here next to that. Add some of that color with this leaf here. As the week goes on, I may have more stuff to add, but as of right now, like I said, it's not too crazy. I'm not sure how these cut out. This is such a thin alphabet. I never even. Let me put that over a little bit more. Make sure I'm still on the camera. I'm just going to leave the notes. Sometimes I'll cover it over with the alphabet if it's like a thicker alphabet. I don't think this would do much in the way of covering it, so I'm just gonna the T might end up covering up a little bit of it. Like I said, I'm not gonna worry about it. The tasks is the important part, not the notes. You can still see that it says notes. It's actually print and cut really well. I'm super impressed. And then I try to make sure that I have space for every day of the week with the menus. I'll just count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and put that above that. And I usually just write whatever the main dish is going to be for each day for dinner. Lunches and breakfast, we just kind of go on a day-by-day basis depending on whether or not we have leftovers, what's in the fridge at the time, or what our mood happens to be. But I do like to plan out what we're going to have for dinner when excuse me. There we go. So there's tasks and menus. Tasks, I'll put the task, and then I'll put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday through Friday, or whatever days I like to try. There are some things I don't tend to do on the weekends, but that'll get filled in. I really like this right here, this flower. And I think there's a lot of color on this page with these. I'm just going to put this. Put that right there next to that box. And then let me get this while there's still maybe some space, because this is kind of a longer banner. Nope, that won't work. I can put it right above that. And just make sure that whatever my last task for that day is, let me actually move it over a little bit. Make sure whatever my task is for my last day is, or last task for that day is just 1 or 2 words, so I don't have to worry about going down. And this cute little flower here, put it over there. And I feel like we need something up at the top on this right page. And I got this little like leaf or there. I totally forgot to do all of my bullet points. I got caught up on the book bill, so I'll put one here and one there. Good thing I left that empty. I'd be pulling up a lot of stickers otherwise. I do go ahead and do the bullet points for the weekend. I don't I don't ignore that. And then the red. Sometimes they like to stick to you. So this is pretty much my weekly spread. I'm going to go ahead and put this other label on, so if something comes up, I can put it right here. I can have it on the thing. I can also move it around if I need to be on another day. I've had these stickers on for over a week and still been able to peel them off and make them work for me. So there it is. There's my week laid out. I like I said, will link in the description the blog post that I did that kind of goes over the same stuff, and I will also link, let me straighten this up so y'all can see it. I will also link the collection that I got it from. This is just from the main collection. There are lots of add-ons you can do as well.